Yo, Omar, you looking to make a Claypool trade? What's up, bro? Not really. Didn't you see his last game? And couldn't you have drafted him? Aren't you the one that passed up on receivers like Claypool, Pittman Jr., and T. Higgins to draft Jordan Love? Yeah, I don't like to talk about it. My family is so ashamed they haven't talked to me since. But since you're here, let me make you an offer. Alright, I got nothing else to do right now. Go for it. How about a second rounder for Claypool? Not enough. Add in another second rounder? More. Plus a third rounder? Nope. A fifth rounder? Come on, bruh. Fine. Aaron Rodgers. Fuck no, bitch. We got Kenny Pickett. Yes, based off reports, conversations like this have occurred between Packers GM Brian Gutekunst and Steelers GM Omar Khan. Probably. It all started with the Jeremy Fowler article that linked Chase Claypool to the Green Bay Packers and some trade rumors, and then since then, there have been other reporters that have backed that claim up and in fact doubled down on it essentially. You got Michael Balco Jr. saying the Packers are reportedly all in on current Steelers receiver Chase Claypool and will attempt to trade for him before the NFL trade deadline. And just yesterday, Dov Kleiman said Steelers receiver Chase Claypool is a player NFL teams have inquired about. Executives believe he was available for trade during the preseason. His price would be similar to what the Panthers got for CMC, a league exec told at Bill Huber NFL. Multiple second-round picks, a third and a fifth. But man, I'm saying this ain't happening, nor do I want a Claypool trade to happen. First, we need him on this offense for the rest of the season. But second, if we do trade him, who are you guaranteeing steps up in his place? I saw a tweet from Steelers Depot yesterday, and I think it hit the nail on the head. These four wide receivers have combined to catch one pass for 11 yards on 2 total targets. Miles Boykin, Gunnar Olszewski, Steven Sims, and Calvin Austin III. But please, do go on. Hashtag Steelers, hashtag NFL. You can't teach the talent and size that Claypool has, and I still want to see what him, Pickens, Deontay, and a healthy Freiermuth can do as a unit with Pickett at the helm at quarterback for the rest of this season as an offense. Now, if we're talking 2 second-rounders, a third-rounder, and a fifth-rounder like the tweet hinted at, admittedly, that is a haul. And actually, I'm a little surprised that Claypool is being talked about in the same light as Christian McCaffrey when you're talking trade value. But I guess you got to consider that Claypool's still on his rookie deal, and receivers are more valuable than running backs in this day and age in the NFL, at least in my opinion. But either way, if that is the trade package, obviously you do have to take it seriously, especially since Claypool may not be around long term with the Steelers because you're not going to be able to sign everyone going forward. But still, if this is the type of trade we're talking about and it's just draft picks, that don't help us at all for this season. And also consider all those draft picks are what the Steelers are asking for. I actually don't think a trade is going to give something like that up for Claypool because it is a lot. But that is also going back to my initial point as to why I really don't think a trade will happen because I don't think it'll be worth it for either side. And as I said, I think the Steelers are still very much in it this season, and you want to give your rookie franchise quarterback the most amount of resources possible to succeed. Also, draft picks, just because you get them in a trade, aren't guarantees either. Now, I think it's maybe something to consider in the offseason, depending on how much money Chase is looking for. But really, there's no rush because Claypool still has one more year left on his rookie deal, and it's not like his trade value is going to crater. Like, he ain't just going to fall off a cliff production-wise. We know his floor is probably around 700, 800 yards receiving, and if he does finish the season with that, that's still going to get you like a second or third rounder, no? But what if he does go off for the rest of the season and keeps this momentum going from the Bucs game? That's something the Steelers aren't going to want to miss out on. So I think there's more value for the team in just waiting and seeing how things play out. So yeah, I don't think anything's happening. I think this is just some BS getting circulated around there before trade deadline. Get the stories up, get the clicks up. And also, maybe even some of these teams want to try to put pressure on other teams like the Steelers to maybe make some type of deal. But nah, we ain't falling for it. We just locked in and focused on what we got going on here. But before we sign off, I do have some injury updates to go over. Kenny Pickett, Pat Freiermuth, and Levi Wallace have all been cleared from the concussion protocol and will be good to go against Miami. And outside of Ahkello Witherspoon being listed as doubtful with his hammy, James Pierre being listed as questionable with his hip, and Steven Sims being rolled out, everyone's back. Minka's back, Cam Sutton's back, Ogunjobi, he was on the injury report throughout this week. He's fine. Mason Cole, he's been on the injury report on and off. He's going to be good to go. So outside of TJ, we are pretty much healthy going into this game. But on the Dolphins side, all of a sudden they have some really key players being listed as questionable. I think this is just some bullshit Jedi mind trick that McDaniels is throwing out there. We're not going to fall for it. I'm going to assume dudes like Jalen Waddle are going to be playing on Sunday. But that is it for this edition of Big Deke News. Hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know what you guys think of the Chase Claypool trade rumors down in the comments. Tomorrow, I will have the Steelers-Miami preview. Definitely earlier in the day. It's good that we have that 8 o'clock time slot. But also, sorry if I sounded a little bit different in this episode because I am feeling a little bit under the weather. But we still putting in the work. So again, hope you guys enjoyed. Stay chilling on a Saturday. Enjoy the weekend. Peace.